Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, live and direct from the frozen tundra that is Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, as well as Patong, Thailand. It's Django and LR. Took a week off last week. Busy week last week. Steamfest 4. Rich has been everywhere in Thailand. So we're back. Apologies for last week. Hopefully you guys had a good week. I got to get something out of the way now because you're probably seeing something over my left shoulder. That's majestic, right? That looks like someone took... That was my son this morning deciding to draw with all of the different dry erase markers I had. I drew a little face on top. He did all these things. He said it was Monster Daddy. So my backdrop is Monster Daddy, which is really weird because I don't think you really want your kid calling you a monster because then people go, what's going on? But that's his artwork. I told him I would keep it up for a couple of days. My backdrop isn't as luscious and green as the backdrop that is Patong, ladies and gentlemen, with a bunch of gray skies and a bird or something just flew past. But Rich,
yeah, it's
so how's it going?
So what he caught? Yeah, Patong, lovely place. 10 minutes ago it was 90 degrees, sun shining, beautiful. Now, the regularly scheduled afternoon thunderstorm.
Beautiful.
Thailand.
Are you enjoying your time? You've been out there for over a month now, right?
Yep. I've been out, been here for 32 days today. So, yeah, it's been fun. It's definitely been an experience, and one I will hope to repeat soon.
Nice.
Yeah, because some things are working out very well here for me. So this may become, who knows, this may become the future backdrop. Well, maybe not Patong, but Thailand for some time to come.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're never coming back. I know.
Oh yeah, I have to leave the country and come back to America to get my next visa. So I have no choice.
Well, you're missing nothing but what's the word I'm looking for? Cold, freezing weather.
Yes, I know. My wife told me today that it was like 16 degrees or something out. It's supposed to snow 4 inches. Yeah,
it's horrible.
I enjoy. Like I said, I'm here. I'm here. I walk down to the beach. The nice white sandy beaches with palm trees and coconuts and bananas and yeah,
it's beautiful.
Anyhow, what's new and exciting, Mr. Django?
Well, in Django land, we're gonna do some shameless self-promotion. My newest T-shirts, my CTP T-shirts came out, and these are my ode to affiliate marketing. I put it out. I did a little selfie kind of today, and Tori.blog, Steamian on Steam, he sent me back a note, and he's like, dude, why don't you do it with all the initial, like all of the first letters to spell Steam? And I was like, that's a really good idea. So I went back to the drawing board. So these will not be available anymore because I've redone it to say Steam here, and then it'll have, yeah. So if you're looking for some awesome CTP gear or Steam gear, check out the swag shop. That's the shameless self-promotion.
Hey, right on, man. Getting it together. I like it.
Yeah, man. Okay, so I had a really awesome talk yesterday for Crypto Monday. Me and Blaine had a bunch of fun, and it's funny because I mentioned you in it, and it's kind of the thing that really brought us to not only Steam but crypto in general. And it's again broken record time, but it's use case. So I was kind of looking at my portfolio. I don't have a big portfolio, let's be honest. It's majority Steam. But I'm like, use case is really important to me. So I'm really into Steam. We're really into Steam because we can actually use this stuff. But also, it's not the only thing we're involved in. So I'm telling people, the Bitcoins, and I know you're into Ethereum. I'm into Litecoin. But when you come back to what you and I are both into and what we hold, Binance Coin, has a, you know, a big part of my portfolio. Well, it did, and then I sold a lot of it to pay for CTP Talk and the condenser from Steam Engine. So thanks, CZ. Appreciate you, buddy.
and
Keep
when
rocking.
when they said American citizens couldn't use finance anymore,
There you go. But that's a use case token. But also, Epix is obviously, APX is really cool, and we're really excited about that. But then I took a dive, and I mentioned this to people. I said, you know, around 15 years ago, I had two computers. I had my PC, my Acer, and I had my Mac. And everybody told me if I was going to do video editing or any type of digital anything, I needed a Mac. So I went and bought a Mac, but it sat beside my PC for a good 2 or 3 years without me doing much with it. One day my Acer died, and I dove right into it, and I've been a Mac fanboy ever since.
I'm sorry.
There's a reason why I'm telling this story. It's not Mac promotion day.
That's okay. I'll sip my coffee in Thailand.
Yeah, sip the coffee. You're living such a hard life right now, but
I
feel
am
for you. I really feel for you.
I wanted a coconut. I almost walked down to the corner and got a coconut drink.
I hate you. Like, really?
hey, Mac.
Yeah, Max. Thanks for bringing it back, man. So I'm sitting there, and because we've been involved in crypto, I have downloaded the Brave browser eons ago, right? Like, basically when Brave browser came out, BAT token was really fat. The future of digital advertising. I mean, I was really, really excited for it. So I downloaded Brave, but similar to the Mac story, it was just on my desktop. I never used it. I was doing everything with Chrome. I did everything with Chrome. Something caught wind. Brave browser released their 1.0 version last week. Something in me just said, dude, you're Mr. Crypto fanboy. Dive in. Like, just dive in. Like, you know, just give it a shot. Everybody that uses it says they love it. Let's go. So here I go. I dive in last week, bro, and I have I just love it. It's just like, it's another level, and it syncs with your phone, all your devices. It's just so cool. And it's built on Chromium, or whatever it's called. But as someone who always tells people to take jumps into things, I took my own advice last week, and I haven't looked back. So since then, I've been on Twitter asking people on Steam, like, hey, are you verified with Brave? Like, I'm going to send you some BAT. So what's really cool is that you go to Twitter, and when you're on Brave on Twitter, there's a little BAT tip thing underneath. So I'm sitting there, and I put this post out last week. Who on Steam is on Brave, and this and this and this? I get a whole bunch of people. I just threw a bunch of Brave out because that's how it works. You tip people. You can tip content creators. Anybody can verify their Twitter account, their YouTube account, their Twitch account, their own websites.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Oh yeah,
there's a bunch of them. Yeah,
it's crazy, right? So I'm new to this, and I'm just falling in love with it. I think, you know, I always talk about the union. I always think that, you know, like cryptocurrency and affiliate marketing are meant to be together forever and ever. Brave browser, BAT, and Steam are meant to be together forever and ever and ever. Like, holy crap, what a perfect opportunity this would be if these two blockchains could, I don't know.
Something. Yeah.
Whatever. It's perfect for Steam. I'm sitting there tipping people. I've tipped a whole bunch of people on Steam that don't even know they got tipped. You want to know why? Because they weren't verified on Twitter, and I know they haven't collected it yet. But there's been a bunch, and it's so exciting. So I took a bunch of the BAT that I bought, like, in our HODL challenge a year ago plus, right?
That was about a year and a half ago.
Oh yeah. Dude, it's just been sitting there. Like, everybody's like, oh, I'm sitting there going, oh, I want to do use case with crypto. Meanwhile, I have this whole bunch of crypto that I can actually use and put out into the world. So I'm like, damn it, I'm going to do it. And it links, the way that ClickTrack Profit it pays commissions is through Uphold. Well, Uphold syncs with your Brave browser. Everything works beautifully. Perfect. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful world. So I'm Mr. Rah Brave in BAT this past week and a half. The only beef I have, get ready for it, Rich. You're going to hate this, buddy.
Uh-oh.
It took me 12 minutes to transfer on the Ethereum network over. Like 12 minutes.
I wonder why.
Well, it's because it's Ethereum. It's slow as shit.
Yeah, I can transfer quicker than that a lot of times.
With Ethereum?
Yeah.
Dude, I 12 minutes. It showed in my Uphold account. The transfer will take, because I had to take it from where I had it and bring it over to Uphold to fund my Brave browser. And it's like 12 minutes on the Ethereum network. I'm sitting there going, man, if this was on Steam, that shit would have taken 3 seconds and it would have been all good to go. But anyways, that's the only problem I've had so far was the wait for it. But I'm earning BAT now as I use my browser more. So it's pretty exciting. To me, this shows you real use case for crypto and why we need to be more concentrating on actually using this stuff rather than just saying, I got a new crypto that's awesome and we should buy it. Like, just use the stuff. If you use the stuff, the more of it will go to our phones, the more we'll be using it with apps and this and this and this. Exactly. I mean, once it's in our hand, we're good, right? Like, that's use case. That's why I'm so bullish on Epics, why I'm so bullish on BAT, why I'm so bullish on Steam, because once we can use this stuff and it's not 12 minutes to transfer, that's the problem with Bitcoin. That's the problem with some of these. There's no real use case. Because there's use case, but the day-to-day transactions on something on the Bitcoin network can take forever. And that's my issue. Like, if we want to use it, we want more people using this stuff, it's got to be quick. It's got to happen. So.
Yeah, there's a crypto bank. Well, that's what they call it anyhow, here in Patong. So I Google this thing. Somebody told me about it. Oh, crypto bank. Yeah. So honestly, that's, I'm not making fun, honestly. But so I Google this thing, and sure as heck, it shows up. So I say, well, I'm going to go find this. So I walk 7.5 kilometers to this crypto bank. And what it is like 25 ATM machines that all take crypto, in a little building, no doors, no windows. This is Thailand.
Creepy.
Banks don't have doors and windows. Bars don't have doors and windows. But anyhow, and so all there is a bunch of ATM machines, and there was all kinds of crypto you could take, except me. And so this guy is standing there watching this ATM machine. He was a Farang, a tourist, watching this machine. I said, what are you doing? He goes, waiting for my transfer. I said, how long have you been waiting? He said, 30 minutes.
It's just not going to cut it.
No, it's not.
Not.
I mean, 30 minutes. I mean, he was doing Bitcoin.
Right.
30 minutes. I am not going to stand in front of an ATM machine for 30 minutes waiting for this thing to start spitting out Thai baht. I'm not doing it.
Right.
So yes, we have to have quicker transactional times. We have to have better use cases where, I don't know, I take a little card and I put it in the machine. And automatically it just spits it out, Without that, mainstream, forget about it.
Right. That's the big thing. Like, if you want people buying and selling with this stuff all the time, there's got to be ease of use. And that's why I think the quicker we get to more mobile and the quicker that we get these transaction times down, it'll be good. It'll be great, because then it's just simple. It's here. Do you want to pay for something? Yeah, here's my QR code. Boom, damn, scammed. It's good to go. We're easy.
Speaking of that, my phone. Okay, I had to buy an unlocked phone to come here. That mine didn't work. And but so I'm on a prepaid plan. You know how I pay for it? I walk up to a machine. I put a QR code on the screen of this. I walk up to a machine. I stick 100 baht in it. Hold up my phone.
Right.
It reads the QR code. Boom, 100 baht on my phone. I walk away. Takes 2 seconds.
Right.
2 seconds. Everything that I do here, with the exception of this, I'm actually on my tablet for this at the hotel room. But everything I do in Thailand is done on this mobile device. My tablet never leaves the motel room.
Right.
All communications, bank transfers, everything is done mobile. Everybody out there, take a clue. If you're only programming or developing for stationary systems, PCs, tablets, things like that, you're being left behind. Because when I go back to the United States, trust me, I'm not going to be sitting in front of a computer anymore. Not going to
Well,
happen.
that's where stuff is going. I mean, we've said this for years and years and years. I can basically run my business on my phone now with
I am.
crypto. You know, it's
I am almost 9,000 miles from home, and I am running day-to-day operations on my business on my phone.
right.
You know,
That's what blows my mind is there's still people that debate it. You know, like, oh, you need to have desktop and this and this and this. It's like need to be mobile. You know, it's not even debate.
no,
And this is
it's
where
not.
crypto's going to. So it's like, you know, businesses run on mobile, crypto's going to be run on mobile. It's just do yourself a favor and dive in.
Well,
You can get an app, you can get an iPhone.
Thailand has gone so far as I went in to talk about opening a bank account here, because I have to have that to get my next visa. And they say, yeah, you know, sure. What's your phone number?
Right.
They don't want my name. You know, they want my phone number to open a bank account.
Yeah.
And what do they give me? A piece of paper with a stinking QR code on it.
Of course. Right. Yeah.
You know, QR codes are stinking huge here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, everybody said
It's amazing how they haven't taken off in North America, but around the world, they're. I saw it a lot too when I was in Europe last year. QR codes were pretty. They were out there.
they're everywhere. They're on street signs here. So that if you get lost, you know, you take the QR code and it pops up on Google where you're at.
Wow.
You know, I mean, they're everywhere here, literally everywhere. They're in the bathroom for crying out loud.
I hope people heed the advice, especially anybody that's sitting on the fence going, oh, you know, I don't need a smartphone for business. It's like,
I don't know how you can exist in life, period, without a smartphone at this point.
the
I've heard the arguments. You know, I've heard the arguments. I can't afford it. This was an unlocked phone from Best Buy.
right.
Okay. I went down to Apple to buy an unlocked Apple iPhone 10. It was $1,789. A regular one was only $1,200. I had to pay $500 more to get an unlocked iPhone.
Right.
Went to Best Buy, paid $199.95 for this phone, and walked out the door.
Right. Yeah.
It does everything an Apple will do, except it's only got 2 cameras on the back instead of 3.
Oh, don't worry. I only got 2 cameras on the back of mine too, man. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, you must have got the I
got the XR.
Yeah,
That's my new.
XR, yeah.
That's the first iPhone I've bought in a few years. I used to be so much of an Apple fanboy that every year I would buy a new one because I'm an idiot. You know what, dude? To be brutally honest with you, the XR. It's almost more annoying than what my 7 was because there's no button anymore. You got to flip up.
Right.
I hate that. I want that home button back. They didn't have to get rid of that. It's like Apple. This is the thing with cell phones. Like until something starts washing your dishes and walking your dog for you, there's nothing new under the sun, man. So.
No.
It's a waste of money for me to be buying phones all the time. So this is going to be my phone unless it breaks or something, but this will be my phone for the next few years, guaranteed.
Yeah. Well, like I said, when I get back to the States, this is my phone.
Right.
I have my U.S. SIM card in my passport, and when I get on the plane, and in Singapore, I will pull out the Southeast Asia SIM card, put in the United States SIM card, get off the plane. Boom. You know,
Word of the day.
I can go anywhere. I can go anywhere in the world with this phone.
Yeah.
Talk to people and stay in contact.
Word of the day is smartphone. Word of the day
is
smartphone, folks.
Hell yeah.
We've gone from crypto to smartphone in the span of 20 minutes. So smartphone, you use the word smartphone in a comment below. We'll send you some SBI. Speaking of SBI, news, gossip, scandal from the Steam blockchain, because we always love this. Again, in all their wisdom, the downvoting has continued to rear its head. There's now a group or one guy or something like that who's going around downvoting SBI people. So if you get upvotes from SBI, he's running around downvoting you. I was actually in their Discord today just saying, listen, like I get downvoted. I'm losing like 10 cents or whatever. Like he's downvoted me for the past couple of weeks or week or so. I'm like, listen, it doesn't hurt me, you know, like whatever. Like I get it. I've accepted downvotes. I don't believe in them. I get the argument for them, but I think it's more negative than positive on the blockchain. But whatever, the argument is that it's protecting investments and all sorts. Fine. The rewards pool we need to protect. Fine, cool, whatever. I'm not going to get so upset about that. But the problem is that it seemed to be targeting smaller SBI people, holders of SBI. So the issue is that these people are creating content, they're engaging, they're doing things on Steam, and because someone gifted them some SBI or something, they're getting downvotes. And it might not be 10 cents, it might only be a couple of pennies or something, but that will really, really, really affect someone's motivation to keep creating on Steam. Especially if they're told, hey, come create, and if you engage with me, I'm going to send you some SBI. This person's been on a rampage. The feelers have been put out to try to talk to them, but this is a thing in SBI now. So if you hold SBI or you delegate, they haven't figured it out yet. It seems to be targeting a lot more of the delegators than the holders, but it's drama in Steam land with the downvotes. And again, I've never downvoted anybody. I would rather upvote. I would rather focus on the good content myself, but I understand the argument for it. It's just, it sucks because this is the kind of actions you get now, because it's almost rewarded now to downvote people. It's celebrated even. So I don't know.
Yeah, you can really, I mean, somebody just new to Steam, and they're all excited, and all it takes is that to make them go, well, screw this. Yeah. I have a upcoming meeting. There's a whole bunch of Steam people still over here in Thailand.
Yeah.
And they're all meeting here in Patong on the lovely island of Phuket. Towards the end of this week, they'll all be here. So probably the first part of next week, we're all getting together and we're going to have a little beer drinking, Steam talking, craziness on Bangalore Road. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of observations I get from that group, on where they see things going. So, maybe not next week, but the week after, maybe I'll have something more direct.
Well, the reviews came in. Everybody loved Steamfest. I mean, everybody said it was fantastic and it was great. They didn't have the numbers that they did in Europe last year, which is to be expected. It was their first Asian experience. So everything's been good. I mean, the announcements are coming out, the community's coming out, SMTs were announced. I mean, there's all this, really, really exciting news coming out. I read a bunch of tweets, especially one from They Call Me Dan, and he said, he was in love with Steam before he went to Steamfest. He's even more in love with it after. And I was like, yeah, dude, and I responded to him like, that's the exact same feeling I got. There's nothing better than being around people that you don't need to explain what an upvote is. It's like, you're around family. Steam still is an amazing community. It's such an awesome place to be. So I'm worried that the downvote, like you said, hurts the new people that are joining. I get downvote, 10-cent downvote, whatever. It is what it is. Even if people downvote me, it is what it is. I'm not going to, lose my mind over it. It sucks, but I'm more concerned about the new Steamian that comes on, that all of us are being raving fans for this thing. Say, come on, come. And then, these guys are just downvoting people. And I don't know. It is what it is. But anyways.
It is. Yeah.
I bought a bunch of Steam today. Well, not a bunch of Steam. I spent $35, but I got 263 of those things because Steam price went down. It's like 13 cents each right now. So I went and bought some Steam and powered up today because I still believe in this blockchain and I'm still powering up. But I'm going to, when this is done, I'm actually going to go buy some APX because Epix is my new little thing that I want to do. So.
Well, stupid me. I forgot that when I show up in Thailand, I can't use Coinbase because I have to get the code off my phone. Well, yeah.
9,000 miles that way.
Yeah, 9,000 miles away on a different system. And so, yeah, that ain't happening. Mm-hmm. So it's been a little interesting while I'm here as far as crypto goes. I do have some in a couple other places that I can use, but
nice.
And when I get to Vietnam, I'll probably try a couple of things.
So what's your game plan now? What's the plan? When are you coming back? What's the itinerary?
I have to leave Thailand December 12th for my visa.
Right.
It's only good for 2 months. Then I have to leave. So I'm flying to Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, for 3 days, and then I'm flying back. And I get another visa, and then I'm here for a month more. And then 12th of January, right now, is my scheduled departure date back to the United States.
Nice.
Now, that's all tentative. I had a meeting yesterday, and I got another possible meeting today that may alter that schedule. I don't know yet. I may actually be on a plane back to the United States by the end of the month. I don't know yet.
You're just living the dream out there, man.
Yeah, well, it's been like I said earlier, interesting, without a doubt.
I bet.
It's been I highly, all you Americans that you don't think you need a passport because you got everything in the world you ever want to see. Get a goddamn passport and go see something. You get a whole new perspective. Trust me, your whole mindset changes.
It's a global world, man, where it's globalization is here, and you can be a fan of it or not, but
It's here.
The world's a lot smaller than it was 15 years ago, 20, 30, 40 years ago. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm 8 hours away from everywhere in Europe, Asia, Southeast Asia. 5 hours from Perth, Australia.
There you go.
Our good,
go see Michael.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, call Michael up. Say, hey, man.
But yeah,
it's cool, man. Crazy. It's good. It's good. Anyways, yeah, dude. Always fun talking and chit-chatting. I'm sitting here thinking, like you guys who are watching this need to use the word of the day smartphone to get some SBI. Hopefully it's okay that I give you SBI.
Yeah, well, so far so good, right?
So far so good. I hope you guys enjoy.
We'll go with it.
Monster Dad Monster, Daddy Monster. That's
yeah, downtown Patong. There you go.
On behalf of LR, I'm John Go. You guys have a fantastic day. And I think literally we lost Rich because his video just froze. Perfect timing. Wait, he's back.
Yes, I'm back.
But now we're gone.
Sweaty cop, Dalkung Ta. Have a good day.
Mazel tov.